Ekiunga asewekera no chinsa inyenkoro kwa Mkate Enock. Chika katu akona pangana mayinko gatebindenga obuguru nenda mwamu mbiri kwa gacha ko tenga ikaranse kenko ya manyase nchira yo obwekera no ayekiunga chinsa inye ko chaka noroboti rutangani korwa ase ne mucho Nairobi awaso mwaziri bwichi semi professor George Magoha nigo ligereri gose asokirie ego taisaneka kwaye ase chi supervisor chitariko goborendi bwisaine abwasa kubulenga aba supervisor nigo wento kwa abarendi gose borendi bwisaine ekero amatemo akuyurana nekero akwera yatanga kera eskuru sekerege tuo kyamatemo ne kubantu gutwara abanyanyimbo babere abo bakulenda egetaseni ekyo ase abanafunzi bagokorera amatemo.
I want to make it very clear that the policy framework, in order for us to maintain the integrity of these examinations, has been for the past 4 years, and this being the 5th year, that each center manager must have 2 officers. One of the officers sits throughout with the examination, wherever the examination is. Like this morning, they are carrying 2 exams, one for morning, one for late morning. So as one exam is being done, the other one is secure under the security of an officer. The other one patrols and relieves this one in case he wants to go to respond to the calls of nature. In this county, that is not being done, and it must be done effective today. Yesterday I was in Kiambu, where I selected
aba MCA be bunge ya Nyamira nigo mugaso olero batwara okungsanana okonene watekana na mabaga yechi komiti ao ase ebunge yo ya Nyamira. Mosakito Peter Ogero no roboti rwa sinchira enkrano.
MCA korwase bunge ye county ya Nyamira sentunda yende nigo batwaliro kungusana na tindi ase bunge yo ase kelia bako muna mangana yobora ya se chikamati au egen toka yenderete ko turbanio molembe ase bunge yo.
Anything other than the truth and the only the truth in this house. Yes. Anything false. Haiwezi somo hapa. Na huyu jamaa mwambie, he has been intimidating us. Mwambie sisi hatutakuja hapa kwa huruma yake. Sisi tuko hapa kwa huruma ya watu wa wote na Mungu wetu ambaye tunaabudu.
And bring your seat to the limelight for no reason, no speaker. What is currently happening are party politics that you are not privy to. And for that reason, no speaker, let the solution be found from us here so that when you are making a ruling, people don't misinterpret your seat. And finally, no speaker, you are my cousin, I know you don't know. Today I will declare it my cousin. And for that matter, with sympathy of relations, allow the parties to meet.
Diamono Samaria tango George Marabuga, como MCA we ward ya Bobichora, iga Nyamira County. Pero asi assembly ya ito ya Nyamira iga tuwa at motion. Ya lente tuwa mone committee ya selection committee. Ya lenge change ya committee vere membership, committee vere committee ya budget na committee ya pianga. Lakini kuwase maoni ya members na bantu wao na wayaro kanabuna there was no enough consultation kuwase chipati there was no enough consultation. So because of that the assembly are divided yagera omu speak ito odifa ya agenda yo se motion yo mpaka members which party the 2 coalitions and the 2 coalitions dominate the NASA coalition na the Jubilee coalition na bara consult with their members to constitute the 2 committees.
Marieta Mheshimiwa Boero Nyancha na ndio yotangazo tukulie kwa wasanata county ya Nyamira. Olero asege ikaraso yeito ye assembly ito ya Nyamira igo liororocheria mpakoba nesengencho y'ebintu binde bigokorwa n'abarai baito ase ebikundi bito ase nyomba yaito ebyo byambire korekana bikoreto kobagekana okonene ese obokoreri bwaito bwegasi kobwa mono igo kaomiti tokoba igo chibwate ebirengo byogokora egasi ekero gwachorirwe okoba emiaka 3 nondo bwatororosuki gochimoino lakini bono yarekanire okobagekana okonene kobwatekana nering'ana riabete ekero omodeputy governor aretwa ase enyomba eye abantu 15 omo tokamosira na bari bangete 20 bono okobagekana gokaba ogwataranekana okonene na eri kwabire gokonya koreta liberera
ase amarieta inche nkorokwa omusike Irene Nyakirario Mayaka nominated member ko Seitombo Gichora rero igotwa bwate business ibere charengi cha muhimu ya assembly yaito erimo amangana ya selection committee eri ego chako kubeka committee nya ya amangana ya budget na ya pia kama na ya chisabu amangana ya chibesa che assembly naende twabate Rich Korinde amangana ya CEC chi ministers to bonereti goeti igo abasike mbaro mbata getemangana yo okoba committee eyo chi leaders cheito majority leader na oriende bagenda bagakora chi committee batari go to gori batari ko consult chi chama cheito
Ngoripoti ya Getembe Television na korwase bunge ye county ya Nyamira lietaliana igonkoro kwa Ogero Peter
Kurwa county ya Nyamira togende mase magoika ase county ya Kisii abu ase tokumanya umuna chisegi che nyumba uchiagendere chikomenta kanali tuko ase elinde abu ase murembo chakire kubora ase chiambati chinyinge igo musacha omukurwa ase constituency ya Bomachoge barabu agenderete ko kwengura kwa bwatekane chingoma chintindi anyorete maga yogo sanyirwa chinyimbo nabakoyoye karachite kuimukae kurwa ase enkayabo abo ase nsemo ya magena echiro
Musekita izamo gatwa oyubo igoro muiburu bwe gwadi abo mbaba borabu na inde omenyeta se kituka kya magena ime ya Machoge borabu nigagendete kugwenia chingoma chintindi asomo biroye echo atigerwa eikiaeta amono murugiyoye ne amate yaye magega yengusana no gwateka gati yaba birabu
bibi alikuwa ameenda almost 3 months. So wakati tulikuwa tunaongea kwa hiyo harakati ndugu yake akakuja from nowhere akaanza kunivamia wakanichapa mama akanipiga na bibi pamoja na bibi nikaumizwa nikakimbizwa hospitali kufika hospitali nikatibiwa nikatoka hospitali nikaingia Magena police station kudai haki yangu kwa nini nimeumizwa hivi na sikuwa na makosa
Kolengana amono musacho yo omanyire buna job nigatebe tigetembe buna nigo aikore tukirage amono murugiyoye mukoyoye amona ngina biara egento agoteba buna nigo kiro ubunereri bwo boyene bwaya asengencho buna nonya oage toroboti ase egetaseni kyabanyanyimbo kyamagena taranyora bokonyi bundi bwensi
polisi hakuna haki ilitendeka wameanza kunipeleka hivi na hivi mpaka saizi sijahudumiwa niliandikiwa kila kitu B3 niko naye obiwa nikajaza wakanambia nijaze kila kitu lakini sasa nikana kwamba waliongana huko
Ekero Getembe yatemete kurigia obwene magega yenganeyo nigo twenyorete ase nyomba yo mongina Grace oyurengina biara job na nigo abwate ayari kukwanira igoro yo kongontwa wa job
Joyo munacha ukuburi mama goita egwacha goita mama ga amangana yaga chakera bugo wana moto no turwanete ojo akasuka ko change konya nano gwasa ko tare soka oko gendo kubite yanga yo kamobero gojo oko nyanto gendo te kuminana nera no moto ngo bonjo ko mboli bana chakira wakelio oyagacha oyakeracha ese gibani gachakira
ase ensemo yende omurugio Job nigo asinye tugutanga mariga aye ekero ainyorete buna Job achete na gochaka chibura buru egento kirirete chisegi chigwatika ase Job uyu aikore twekerage asugo ikorwa Job omukungu uyu aye nigaitabete kumuikora Job bobe na kumwata umuchuaye egento arere na goteba buna noboru wa musugumete goikira egekole bunekyo
akwate chumeli akwate yanga kokoro bada maninga na nte kuitekanga mwako moto ande ngamwake yende yako ngakoro eba uri amubwate tensari yo ina erwana kurwana bali ya uchunga kore na ngamwake chuma yende kusio gai chuma ibado mbwate koboko agasomori nati ya bwata na litukutara ne nati iri mugakonda gachakanye bwata abantu babeira abandi abantu bandi bagachaka kumuita bona abantu bareta abandi akabwata kanibwa kabiko guchigana akabera nse igegeka
gao kene kiege korekyo omunyakirogo bwa etuleti habaga kasense meyo naende kinga nabanyore to roboti urwo kolende gwikira boniga nigagenda kubwatia roboti urwo egera kunyora o mahene buri maiga yenganeyo
tebya urwani gwe no murugiyo na makoyo na ngina byara lakini nyagitali arenge ko musoso bukuru maiga ntuyugete gocha bunore kiro muntamete ko bwaye oya meta singina no yakamenya mwaye tukasa bwate wono ntura omena nere ante binki bari kumugoria nkina ndu musoso yo chagete lakini ko wabuli tangani ndu gutu musoso babwate
inkulpata liga taseni kiaga tembe kroiga ase echiro ya magina egotoka ime yabomba babora bwod estemo yebunge ya umachoge borabu elietariane Isaiah Maube
Omo Executive Director wekiama gya Jubilee omoske James Oweru okule nigo omosko yo asira ase okubwatekana noboreire bwa COVID-19 ase nyagitari ya Karen ase umuche Nairobi raiwe kiama gya ODM omoske Raila Amolo Odinga nigo arure engora yae kuchia ase ya mati yae gwetera ase omtandao oye o Twitter.
Skills have been most useful, a very sober, a very reasoned, a very moderate, and a very passionate leader at Jubilee headquarters. We know that the family is very devastated. We are going to miss him the most, but on behalf of the Jubilee family members, we like to share our grief with all of you and to pass our condolences to the family who have been devastated by this very sudden happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I have nothing more to add but to pray to God to rest his soul in peace. God gives, God takes, and only God knows the time of our departure. Thank you very much.
Oko ni bintu byao biya na biria gwakorire gutumia ni gukwanyarikanire kigima na kwa bwanko mono witera su mutandao o www.beyako.co.ke ni gugwikira abantu gwitani milioni yemo agwo bagwika ase website yo kira chingake roisi account yao witera Facebook Google guse namba yao yisime edio obekiri tangazo lyebintu biri kugura gusokonia ase website yo ama tukemerongita tamatanganie ni gurararie busutari wakaniwa umerna nabaguri na bwiga paoni abegenwa ase website yo www.beyako.co.ke kila kitu na bei yake.
Tosabo kwa vera singencho yo waswana no kuwechi bichicho lakini ne karotogendrete wendete kwenyara kurwa igaso muchumili mangani Kisii awasto gotangasara mase mona watu nyagwetera ase emitandao ya Facebook Getembe TV Kisii na wego YouTube na watu nyorasi Getembe TV Kisii ekero totari kwebanga website yeto www.getembetv.co.ke na gokumanyia buna kyombe kyabanyanyimbo ba prisons so Kenya prisons nigo litukolia lero bachakia esindani elia yelio gotanga ebinyinyi bya COVID-19 abo ase omorai wensembe gosomanya nyimbo manene o prisons weekly for galo achakia ase okubetwa esindani eyo ya COVID-19.
Every vaccine given will be accounted for. I call upon all of us not to drop our guard. We must continue to practice the hygiene measures that we have learned to trust, keeping a safe distance, wearing our masks, washing and disinfecting our hands, for that will keep us safe. Finally, I urge all my personnel to take part in the immunization process, as this will help in having a healthy working service ready to serve in the front line. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to salute and recognize the commitment of the prison's officers who have gone out of their way to ensure that the protocols that we had put in place are adhered to and are implemented. I salute them for their commitment and for their selflessness.
Ndagontenga akuruka ogalo goso ogaro neke gusi akuruka ogalo kiratanda tego ekyombekeria gekwenekia oboerania gose oboiruki bwa mang'ana emergency ya Kenya Communications Authority CA nigo kia chaka itkulia rero gose nigo kia bolirie abantu balia mang'ana akorondo andrete ase nyumba choboirukia aiga ase ensi ya Kenya nigo kia ichaniri nga amang'ana inakio agenrete abo ase oyomo bwa balia batendrete amang'ana yo Betting and Licensing Board BLC omoske Peter Nguyi alengoro na boigo bachake rasmi amang'ana ye biagwa biakuza.
This is a great day because local content is a pillar of society, and local content shapes our heritage and our perspective of us as a community. Despite the very difficult operating environment because of the COVID pandemic, we want to celebrate and recognize our broadcasters for the great work that they have done to continue to up the production of local content. There has been a growing trend where broadcasters are carrying out gaming and lotteries without accessing the authorized framework by the Betting Control and Licensing Board, who are our partners in this subsector, and we will be spending some time to create awareness and let our broadcasters know what is the right path, the travel path that they need to take so that we can promote a harmonious co-regulation in this space.
These regulatory activities that we undertake are taken to ensure that gaming is conducted with due propriety, keeping gaming free from crime, protect members of the public against fraud, safeguard the underage and the vulnerable, and lastly, to ensure that the public and government visibly gain from gaming operations through employment creation, revenue generation, and tourist stimulation. Your stations are repeatedly promoting this illegal betting where members of the public are being called to send this or that amount of money to a certain pay bill to win. You will agree with me that some radio stations have literally been turned into betting shops. Ensure, as you do this, that gambling is not over-advertised or glamorized to the extent that it is depicted as a source of livelihood. And fourth, confirm the existence of oversight body on conducting draws so that they do not become conduits of fraud before you go on air. Without doing so, ladies and gentlemen, you and I will be actively participating in promoting addiction, problem gambling, social irresponsibility, which is a nuisance to the public.
Ekyombe kelekya abanyagitari ba Mariogo na balia ba Maino Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union KMPDU yokyabolirie serikali amo nekegancha ekenenegie serikali National Treasury kuligereria abagima y'abanyagitari balia emyeyemo na 55 nomo abo babekire ensemo asing'encho y'okurigereria oboraire bwa COVID-19 gose isolation unit abo ase kumia abo babekire ase chinyagitari ao.
So our COVID situation is that we need as many doctors in the counties as possible. So this is a matter that both the Ministry of Health and National Treasury should fast track. It's an issue of funding, and the funding must be availed immediately to these doctors so they go back on the ground and offer services to the Kenyans who require these services. The vaccine will be critical, more so in this frontline healthcare workforce, to reduce the risk of contracting severe COVID disease. And we all know the outcomes of severe COVID disease. We do not want to be in a scenario where we lose doctors as we lost last year because of contracting severe COVID disease. So on that note, we shall actually embark on our own campaign as KMPDU to work and to engage our members to take up the vaccine and get vaccinated. And lastly, we'd like to urge the members of the public and the political leadership of the country to strictly adhere to the COVID-19 preventive measures and protocols. The more members of the public get sick, the more the system is constrained in response. And just to finish by saying that we don't want to see ourselves in a situation that we saw last year in Europe. Because do not take lightly the fact that there is no ICU space, the fact that isolation wards are getting full in record days.
Mulikyo bomwana jibanzi mwa chonda karako ya kuwa nayo ngakero batakire go baringe byerekini bono karbarwarire ndete yotegete kubarigereria chinga kichi ekyo korwa ase orgongo rwa Africa na isko ya Africa abarai ao bechinse ao bebirengo ao nigo babere bagotuma amagombo abo gochia ase ensi ya Tanzania ase ogosira kwoyo kabero murai bwense yo omoske Daktari John Pombe Magufuli. Litkolia lero niga daktari gusomobere o Daktari John Pombe Magufuli oirwa ase ensi ya Zanzibar ase egeti kia amani.
Tumempoteza mwana mapinduzi mahiri wa karne ya sasa. Alikuwa kiongozi mwenye uwezo na kipaji cha aina yake. Kiongozi kama yeye ni nadra sana kupatikana. Marehemu Magufuli alikuwa ni kiongozi aliyejipambanua kwa uzalendo wa kweli, mtetezi wa wanyonge, mwenye kujivunia na kuonea ufahari Utanzania na Uafrika wake. Alikuwa na maono
tutara yakora tigatora koletera chigosori egera tuma ko yakora bia.
Sigongwe chikifuta kwa bei nafuu. BetKing Premier League, Kenya's finest soccer. The FA Cup knockout stage, English oldest tournament. The UEFA Europa League knockout stage is upon us. Euro 2020 begins in June. Kama ni bei, ni Star Times. Get an aerial decoder at 999 shillings plus 1 month free classic bouquet and satellite dish at 2,699 shillings plus 1 month free smart bouquet.
Omurigereria bwe television yao yomunwa wiki gusia ya Getembe Television Network bono tagwe chanda bunu minyoke guchinkabwo iriurigererie umurubirio rya bwanchete asiti byao bono nigo kurigererie merubirio yeito yonsi chinsemero ngebirenenye kurwa andonsia sore ensengima ase website yeito ya www.getembetv.co.ke iriwego chikigima digereria emerubirio buna umungina banchiri ekyogo simekana kyuko gesa chintakana tera na mukate etuani ya Getembe the link Rap Show, Siberione, Amangana Magia, Emisa Engenera, Nemerubili Menge, Rigeria, Getembe Television Network, ase website yetu ya www.getembetv.co.ke, ase simu yao, use kompyuta, iliyobwigo kibwikiranwa. Oko ni ibintu byaho bijyana biriya wakorera gutumia ni gukwanya kirire kigima na kuba bwanko mono witera su mutandao o www.beyako.co.ke ni gubikira abantu gwitani milioni yemo abo bagwika ase website yo kirachinga ke roisi account yaho witera Facebook Google guse namba yawe yizime edio obekiri tangazo ry'ibintu biri kugura gusokonia ase website yo amatukemero ngitamatanganie ni gurarariye busutari wakaniwa umerna nabaguri nabo igapawoni abegenwa ase website yo www.beyako.co.ke kila kitu na bei yake.
sensa moye chigosori chitu mwanchu murigeria eletera ni gonkuru kwa Kevin Onkoba na nigo tugochaka amone chigosori chia tennis abo ase omogosoria Angela Okutui amona boigo Tala Okario nigo abo ba Kenya Morans nigo banyako bakurarigwa koba abagosori abaya bo omwaka gosebo mutinyi omutangano ojanwa no mutinyi okabere nigo banyako bakurarigwa amone kiombe kia ekiama kia abalikiba amangana abo ase Tyler Okari boigo bwe egosori ya basketball nyarakoba okorerigwa bene. Tokwirana asense moyenkoyo etimu ya Kenya Harambee Stars nigo yariganeti gochikonyakawe kuyarigane etimu ya Misri ase eminano bya African Cup of Nations qualifiers bigochikonyakawe kwarigani gwali tukolia Alhamis ensa eyamo ya magoroba nigo omokochi wetimu ya Harambee Stars Jacob Ghost Mulei anyakawa gotabuna nigo babwate amatumaini bosiobwe ekeminane ekyo nabo igo nigo Michael Olunga yunyatakoba ogosoa ase etimu ya Harambee Stars yakoba gotanga nigo byariganetie bosio bweke minanekyo.
I feel poa kukuwa back. Of course tunajua tuko na game mbili zenye zinakam, game zetu za mwisho za AFCON 2021 qualifiers against Egypt na Togo. So of course the first immediate job ni against Egypt na believe everybody anajua what kind of team Egypt is, the kind of caliber of players wako nayo, and it's going to be a good game.
Kambi koshwari, ukiangalia labda jeraha la mchezaji mmoja Kapaito jana alivuta hamstring yake, kwa hivyo nasikitika sana katika yuko form nzuri, ilimwangalia alifunga bao katika mechi za kirafiki, kwa hivyo hatutakuwa naye katika hizi mechi mbili, kwa hivyo ni pigo kubwa, lakini hata hivyo bado tuna washambulizi wengine ambao wanaweza fanya kazi yake.
New happening in this team. I feel like we can beat Egypt. I feel like we can beat Togo. I do not know about qualifying, but certainly I feel we can beat these guys. And regardless of whatever happens, I feel that in June you will have a new beginning of a team that can do something for Kenya.
Regardless of the performance, we are going to support them because it's a journey. We decided that we are going to work with them. Not only when they are at their highest moments, but also at the lowest moments we'll be there for them.
Togutigana na yoyenkoyo nigotokwenda ase ensemo yo kuruta chinkundi abu ase etimu ya Kenya ya abantu bali bakonyaka bakosoria ase egosorio kuruta chinkundi nigo yachiete goika ase ense ya DRC Congo abu ase abagosori 15 mo banyako bagoika ase ense yo abu ase banyako bago batanyoreti amatokeo aramaya maga yo ogo mogosoria omutangani okokwangale Lucy Stacy Acheng nyakoba ogoitwa amona Samuel Korwa ase ense ya DRC abu ase obonge bwechi point boigo Elizabeth Akinyi nigo anyakoba ogo engerwa amo no mogosor korwa ase ense ya Mozambique okorkwanganere asinda pangwana ase chigosori kyo chokurta chinkundi ose boxing. Tokurena asensemo ya golf nigo omogosoria David Wahu o Golf Park nigo anyatokoba okokora rigosoko okora libagari 12 ase amamiranio a Kenya Savannah Classic anyakobaga kwariganwa ase egeti gya Karen ase ensemo ya Karen County Club nigo egosori yo ekochunyakoba gose nigo yabangusete abagosori ao kurwa ase chinsemo ao Sebali bonse banyakoba kwenekia nga eliogine chibi chango ikerariro mwanchu mudigeria ase enchera yo wikeranu nabo igokorwa ase nsemo ya kabire oyo minto Enock Mkate to gwakiranga mbuyamono asuka ya chora ko yarigeria amangana maya agetembe television network chinse chiga inye chiabono butuko ase nsemo ya Facebook Getembe TV kisi nabo igwa aso mtandao www.getembetv.co.ke kokwaneria obutuko borobuya literani gonkuru kwa Kevin Onkoba.
Kawang irumanyara abo minto era kabana irumanyara cyonga cyo muguziru mumaniza kawang irumanyara abo minto era kabana irumanyara cyonga cyo muguziru amandagara megadende irumanyara abo minto ninyo yaya irumanyara cyonga cyo muguziru amandagara megadende irumanyara abo minto ninyo yaya irumanyara cyonga cyo muguziru nereti biyaito irumanyara abo minto naimberengia irumanyara cyonga cyo muguziru Getembe yaito irumanyara abo minto